Good morning, Dubious Decisions Garage. This channel is supposed to be about forging and automotive stuff, and it dawned on me, other than the off-color smelting video that more or less worked out, haven't actually done any forging. So that's what we're going to do today. Not working on this guy. We have a auction, un-auction. We have an un-auction coming up for work, and it was requested that I put something together. So I'm going to use my last bit of onion steel. Call this onion steel because it's actually, from what I'm told, it starts out as a square bar. Now it's kind of rounded off, but they actually stick this underneath the ground, big machine, and it spins and kicks up the onions. No idea what it's made from. I had a metallurgical test done on it, and they basically told me it's not quite high carbon steel, but it gets close to it. So I don't actually make knives out of this. I make letter openers. Letter openers that are deadly. But yeah, so we're going to work on this. FYI, I don't know how much propane I got, so we'll see how far we get. I'll let that clear up. Try this again.
Watching you crawl back with a shattered pride. Another mark you try so hard to hide. You force a fake smile, pretend you're strong, while I stand here watching everything go wrong. You claim it's slow, just a rough phase, but those wounds tell the truth beneath your brave face. And every time I reach out with concern, you push me back, still refuse to learn. While you chase the world to watch you on your knees, gather pieces of your broken trust as you fall down the stairs.
Starting to look like a burnt up noodle, but it'll get there.
So I stay trapped in toxic cages when your author's rewriting your torn up pages.
Looking better, but we're not there yet.
This picture crystal clear. Your past toxic, I'm tired of seeing tears. They strike, they break, they leave you barely breathing. Then you're on my shoulder, once again grieving. Monday comes and you're back in that same trap. Different face, but same emotional handicap. Think you'll be the one to change the ways, but the grown-ass men choosing these displays. Your loyalty is measured in mountains high. Your trash collection make landfills cry. Friend zone in the guys that beg you please, while chasing the wolves who carry disease. Is it self-hate that makes you run, or thinking broken's all you'll ever become? Wake up and face what's pure and real before these little boys throw your will to heal. Each scar tells stories of dissent. All the good guys are only allowed to ever be friends. There's those who lift you to the stars above.
Close.
Keep saying it's love. Is pain your comfort now? Have tears become
Now for the fun part. Stamping the mark on there. Not easy. But we'll get it done. If I can get things to sit. Divot in the center, but it came out all right. Not going to be grinding much there anyway. Alright, as you might have been able to tell, it's gotten a lot quieter because I'm running out of propane. The nice thing about this steel though is you don't quench it. It's hard enough as it is already. You quench it, it just gets super brittle. No matter what type of cycling you do. Just need to get it nice and straight, and then we'll finish it off on the grinder. Make sure all my lines are good.
Your words worth more than bruised excuses. Stop beating yourself up and so
Almost there. So despite the fact that we're not quenching, I'm still sticking it in here. As much as I can in here anyway. Yeah, that'll do her. We'll let her her sit here for at least a couple hours, let it cool down, and then we can go to town on the grinder. Okay, now that it's sat for a couple hours, nice and cool to the touch, this is what we're sitting with. Still pretty thick, but plan on grinding this down thin, doing a blade, cleaning everything up. But again, not a knife, it's just a massive letter opener, because why not? All right, 120 grit on there right now, but we want to hog some steel. Apparently that was loose. All right, got a new belt on there.
I spent these years building paper planes, watching them soar toward distant skies. But when I reach to catch a tailwind change, the breeze just passes me right by. They see my movements quick and strange, and judgments fall before I try. All these doors I thought would open wide keep closing before my eyes.
So normally I forge my tips in, but for simplicity on this one, I'm deciding to just grind it in. It is actually faster to do it that way, but I typically like forging them.
The path you're meant for isn't the one you're reaching for, and maybe all these detours are leading to something more. When you go, they always choose to
Nothing fancy, but it'll look all right when I'm done.
different door might be the one that shows. 5 years of study, stacks of plans, all lined up neat and carefully made. But in those rooms with shaking hands, I watch my chances start to fade. They see the surface, miss the core of who I am beneath it all. All these walls I thought I'd break right through, keep building higher, blocking my view. Sometimes the path you're meant for isn't the one you're reaching for, and maybe all these detours are leading to something.
A little bit of a touch on the back, not real serrations, just for kind of pretties. All right, now we're not wanting to hog off so much steel where if you move too fast, you'll end up really messing yourself up. So we're gonna drop from 36 down to 120.
Go, they always choose to disclose. A different door might be the one that shows. Then I found these melodies. They don't judge, they set me free. Every note a perfect fit, every soul a place I fit.
Messed up my little Weaver bopper there, but I'll be all right. Thanks for selling it.
To explore, breaking down the ways, that's what I'm living for. Every setback taught me how to rise a soul. But one bad fence, I just create some more. Now I'm standing tall, no need to pretend. This is my beginning and now I'm
that's it for now. My hands are hurting too much to keep going. This hand grinding is, I mean, with files really, really sucks. I've done that before. Start making oops, like right there is an oops that I'm gonna have to fix. But it's coming along. Reach across, grab a paper towel, get that water off there. All right, it'll have to sit till tomorrow, at least. So yeah, I made a boo-boo. I thought I would help the editor out and get ahead on some video, and thought that the footage of me finishing that letter opener had already been put on the computer, and I deleted it off of the micro SD card. So yeah, it was a boo-boo. We tried for several days to recover the footage, and we weren't able to. And unfortunately, the knife has already been given away through the auction at work, so I don't have it anymore to show it to you in detail. I did manage to snap one photo prior to the auction, so I will show that here or wherever the editor wants to put it. Turned out pretty good. Still had some boo-boos, as I mentioned in the video that you did see, that I didn't fix. All in all, it came out pretty well. I went ahead and put a nice edge on it, so it is nice and sharp, a lot sharper than a letter opener really has any business being, but that's just kind of how I do things. The handle came out really well. Ended up taking a Scotch-Brite belt and polishing off the existent forge scale off of the handle, but you still had some of it in the grooves of the spiral, so it looked real pretty. And it felt real comfortable in the hand. My maker's mark wasn't as deep as I would have liked. Actually, there was a little bit of a divot that made it not show up quite as well, but I think you can see that in the photo. So back to being an inexperienced YouTuber, and you know what? Definitely a learning curve. Probably should have gotten some training first on it, but hey, it's more fun to just jump, in feet first, I guess. So thank you for watching this video. I asked the editor to do it in a slightly different format from my other videos. Please let me know if you prefer this format where there's not a gag at the back, or the intro section, or however this video ends up being. Just let me know if you prefer it this way. Like I said, slam a comment down there, like, subscribe if you'd like to see more of this. Let me know if you want to see more forging videos. Let me know if you prefer the automotive content or the random project content. Hit that notification bell. Never going to get used to saying that, but thank you for being here. Thank you for watching to the end if you did. And if you didn't, you're not seeing this anyway, so... Oh yeah, one more thing. My son and I are headed down to Matt's Off-Road Games next week. So I believe videos normally post late Monday night, early Tuesday morning, something like that. So I'll be out there filming with him and trying to get more content. Just kind of a, hey, I'm going to a new place type content. I'm not participating in the games, just going down there and watching like I did last year. Hopefully I'll be back in time for that footage to get edited for the following week. But if it's not, just be aware I may not have a video the week of the, I don't know, 23rd or something like that. But yeah, take care. Bye.